When it comes to going out on your own, one of the hats you're going to have to wear is that of marketer. You've got business that you're bringing with you, or you wouldn't even consider the jump, but you're going to have to continue to stoke the flames of business. Now, there are a lot of folks out there that can provide a lot of great coaching on the effective use of social media. I'm a big believer in the power of social media when and where it's appropriate, but I won't put myself out there as a social media guru. I'm going to be old school. I'm going to tell you that asking for referrals of your existing base of customers has always been and will always be the single most important and the single least expensive way to put bodies in your chair than anything else you can ever do. I believe that 3 sentences. Thank you for the opportunity to cut your hair. I appreciate your business. If I gave you 2 cards, would you send me 2 friends? Those 3 sentences, word for word as I just gave them to you, along with the extension of your hand with 2 crispy business cards, is the single greatest thing to build business in our business that ever was. And I will tell you that my belief is your compliance with that needs to be 100%. Every client, every haircut, every visit, every time, starting tomorrow until forever. And if you do that, you will build business bigger and faster in any environment and in any form of business in our industry than anything else you could ever do. I'm the old school guy in this category. If you don't want to work with paper business cards, don't want to kill any trees anymore, there are all kinds of digital business cards that can be shared and transmitted through a variety of different systems. They work great, they're slick and they're easy, they're inexpensive. But again, asking a client, will you send me 2 friends? It's the number 1 way to build business in our business. Always has been, and it always will be.
Marketing is a must in your business, and you have to think about what is the best way to communicate with your clients sitting in your chair. Are they on social media? Do they read email? Do you use Facebook for them? Do you use Instagram? Every single person has an idea of what type of client they want sitting in their chair. So as a business owner, you need to figure out what is the best and most efficient way to market what you're looking for. And marketing has to be an ongoing thing. Consistency is so important. And when you stop being consistent, that's when you stop driving traffic to your chair. And as an independent artist, it is now your responsibility to take on this role. So putting systems in place for this is really important because, like I said, consistency is key. You have to show up every single day. When you're not showing up every single day, that's when people forget about you. So what do you want your brand to look like online? That is another important thing. Creating imagery and creating consistent content that when people are scrolling through their feed, when they see your picture, they automatically know it's you is important. There is so much that goes into marketing. It's not just taking pretty pictures and posting them on Instagram. It is like creating a solid outline and a solid plan, like of what you want your business to be perceived as. And you may not like create a brand, but you still have a brand. So you can either step up and take responsibility and actually control how people see what you're doing, or you can let it be a free-for-all. For marketing, I definitely recommend sitting down with somebody who is a professional for this as well and not just winging it. They can set up a plan for you. They can set up a system where you can simplify things and automate things. And then that way it takes some of that pressure off of your plate as well. We have to remember, as independent artists, like, we are wearing all of the hats, like all of the hats. So we have to determine where we want to spend our time, and we have to determine what is going to be the best way to spend our time. And I think marketing is one of those things that should be high up there because that's what's going to drive traffic to your business.
You should always utilize a landing page for a website, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, Snapchat.
I have had an Instagram account that I feel like I place my work on. I do stories, I do little clips, and a lot of my clients like to feel connected even with some of my personal life. I don't share everything, but I feel like that's important too, that they feel connected to you and you have similar styles and they get to know your personality. As far as formal marketing, I haven't had the need for it. I feel like a lot of my referrals are all word of mouth, and I've been extremely blessed to have so many people just reaching out and telling their friends or sisters, and I'm at pretty much full capacity right now.
Currently, I am doing Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, more for stylists in the realm of hair forums. And also, I'm starting to try and start my own YouTube channel, which is very, very hard.
I cannot stress the power of social media marketing. What's incredible about social media marketing is it's free. These platforms have been created for us to use free, no charge. And when it comes to that, I cannot stress the fact that having a strong brand is the most important thing that you can do. If you do not have a strong brand, your business will fall short. So finding different companies that can help you create a strong brand is going to be one of the biggest investments that you can make. Now, if you are an independent or a first-time business owner that does not have the finances to invest into marketing, I would suggest that you go look for free advice like YouTube, or even searching on Instagram or TikTok or even Facebook to kind of see what other people are doing for marketing and then create your own plan. The great thing about this, again, is it's free and it's there for you to use whenever you want to use it. We just have to change our mindset around social media marketing. I think the hardest thing for people is that it feels like a full-time job. It takes a lot of my time. And the reality is, it is. If you set really clear boundaries with social media, though, and you use it as a tool to enhance your business and not as a tool to compare yourself to others or to see what everyone else is doing, it can actually be a very profitable platform for yourself.
I always recommend to my students is treating your marketing and social media like a client. And what I mean by that is putting it in your schedule, setting time aside every single week or once a month, whatever works for you, and really focusing and giving that time your all to create something that is going to help you grow your business. So if you had a client in your schedule, you would just not show up for that client. Like, that's just not what you do. So when you start treating your social media and your marketing that way, it really does change and transform your business. So when it comes to creating social media and creating things for your business, I think the most important thing is choosing what consistency looks like for you, if that's 3 days a week, 5 days a week, if it's every single day, and then truly committing and sticking to that plan.
Most of the products that I use and tools that I get all of it from like Instagram. Somebody says, oh, you're so awesome, Elise, or you're so creative and you're so this and you're so talented. But it really, if it wasn't for all the hairdressers out there putting all the content out that I'm learning from, then I wouldn't be the hairdresser I am today. And I feel as influencers in this market, and I feel like some people don't want to say, oh, I'm an influencer. Look, you're an influencer. People are looking to you. They look up to you as a hairdresser. They see your work. They want to work like you. And they think, oh, if I use that product like so-and-so does, my hairdos will come out like hers. And it really, to be honest, isn't true. It's the technique and it's the person. And you can use any lightener and any product, and you're going to get the same results as somebody else because you have the knowledge and the education, and you know how to apply and work with that product. So it's all about knowing your product, but I think as influence people look to influencers and say, oh, if I use that specific product or that comb, I'm gonna cut hair like them, or I'm gonna lift hair like them. My hairdos are gonna come out like them. So that's where I find all the products these days is Instagram, is the world for us right now.
It all just depends on who you're marketing to and who your people are that are actually following you. Okay. So I always say I'm a little bit more picky about the people who do follow me and that I do follow back. I want to make sure that they're in sort of the hair industry of some sort. There's some sort of client referral or something like that. I never just add a million people because it'll get me 30,000 likes, but I'm not going to really make any money off of that. So me as a stylist, if I'm going to put a lot of time and effort into something, I want to make sure I'm going to get that return.
Really, the marketing is the foundation for your business. It's how you grow your business. I think it's very important to create a unique brand and stay very authentic through your marketing. The more authentic you are in putting your brand name forth and sticking to your identity and what you stand for and what you believe in and your successes, and sort of capitalizing upon your successes and bringing that forward to the marketplace, I think it's very important to growing your successful business.